What's this? Are we back in the bottle cap zone now?
Oh man, I love bottle caps.
Or pop can lids, I guess, if you want to take them like that. So, where did we last left off? Oh, that's right. We were going to go on vacation, but everybody ditched us because of reasons that are apparently more important, like round the world trip, which got canceled or ended up being a sham, as Yai just pointed out.
Apparently she has the money that
Dex,
she can just cancel around the world trip.
yep, pretty much. Dex, before her, ended up emailing that he will go on the camping trip as long as he's leader, which we have no choice. And Mail, we haven't heard back from yet because she's in study hall, I guess. I don't remember.
But we know what to expect from her, really.
Yeah. So, almost a minute in, we've neglected to mention what we're actually doing. We are
Battles!
actually taking
Yes,
battles
net
for
battles.
the B license exam, which we fortunately were emailed about since we had nothing better to do, which is pretty much right up Land's alley, I guess. And the first part of the B license exam is we have a survival test of, I think, it's either 3 or 5 battles, and they're really nothing interesting. And
Certainly hope it's not 3. This was... like, that doesn't
oh
prove
no, it's
anything so
5.
far.
Okay, this one's 5, and then after we're done with this one, also we get to show off some nifty chips, which I don't remember if we showed in the last part, like the double spear or whatever they called it, and the elect sword, which
Double arrow?
it was probably double.
It was something
arrow.
or other.
Yeah, it's a double. That's all you need to know. And what's this? Oh, we got 3 bunnies all lined
Oh no,
up for
bunnies!
us, and unfortunately we do not have. Oh, I think that said double needle.
It
Then we
was
get
something
triple
or other.
needle.
I
Then we
wasn't
get
paying
triple
attention
needle.
already.
It doesn't matter because they change the names as they go through the series. But yeah, the fights aren't really much to speak of because you can pretty much destroy all of them with one chip. Now we get to problem 2, which we have to find a net navi or a navi that's on the net who needs help, and we have to listen to whatever. Oh, nice jump cut. That part actually was supposed to be where I was going to start the part, but I decided to make sure I start the part with the B exam.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
and
works
all
pretty
that.
well, having the B license exam all in one part.
Okay, pass me. Please buy the barrier chip. Nope. Okay.
Not buying the
It's
barrier
not
chip?
even a big deal. The barrier chip is actually not too bad. I want to say it absorbs 1 attack, at least until
I believe that's
later
correct.
ones, because later games will have like a barrier 10, barrier 100, and
I'm pretty sure
200, I think.
I'm pretty sure the barrier chip just absorbs 1 attack for free without
Yeah.
without getting you hurt.
Speaking of hurting, we get a wide sword or a long sword.
Uh,
Y chip.
oh,
Nice
is that
coding on that
important?
one. It could be if I had the full Y code, which I don't think I have all 3 of those yet.
Oh,
So,
the Ys can make a program advance too?
yeah, I guess they made it for the sword advance in this one.
I did not know that.
There you go. Okay, come on, Met. Or, oh no, wait, I don't move yet. Oh, okay. For a sec I was gonna say I jumped the gun on this one, but I didn't, and still didn't get the thing. But I want to say this is the first time we're actually venturing up to the top part of Den Area 3, which was
Hey.
closed off because reasons. And for using Unlocker, we get a power-up, which is always awesome.
There's always good stuff in locked mystery data.
Yep. Like boosting your attack power, which for the Buster is really good, but I won't be using it for sort of obvious reasons later. Also, we get some pretty
yeah.
good battle chips right here, where you've got you got an area grab, you have a spreader which works for the spreader advance, which is actually very good in this game.
Oh no, he's been
Okay.
relegated to standard NPC status. He has to stand in one place forever.
Yeah, you know, now the funny thing is, when I first played this game and I heard about this walk prog, it's like, what the hell's a walk prog? And then I never got in my head that it's a walk program. But then again, this came out 2001 or 2002. So I was 14, I think.
That
So
okay.
there's just a lot of weird things. But
Yeah, they do
anyway.
like their 8-letter file names or whatever. Some of them can
Not
be
as-
kind of nonsense.
Not as much as they like their 4 character names or their 5, except sometimes they just skimp because they're lazy. But I jacked out because it's way faster and saves me time of actually editing in order to find the culprit of who has the walk prog. And I have a nice selection of chips. Not for that fight.
Yeah.
Be-
Nothing good for that fight.
Maybe if the back row Canodums were actually in the front row, I would have been able to hit them. Speaking of which, we have a very nice lineup of B-Tanks that we can take out in one fell swoop. Except I jumped the gun a slight bit and took an unnecessary hit. And second one.
These guys are kind of wrecking you.
Yeah, and then I
That's
double
better.
them up right there. And this is also kind of an unusual case, or maybe it is, I'm not really sure, where with virus battles from Virus Navi, or no, I'm sorry, Heal Navi, no way, I can't call them Heal Navis, those don't exist yet. But usually in some cases they are considered
Slightly
scripted.
darker colored purplish navies.
Yeah, but you can tell they're evil because of their portrait.
Yep.
But like I said, this is kind of a rare case where you find out that these navies actually can give you something after a battle instead of them being story scripted where you get nothing out of them afterwards.
Oh yeah.
But so guess what we're going to be doing on this part?
Oh,
We're going
this
to
is
fight the ultimate Airman version 2, which is a pretty difficult fight because his attacks come out very fast. He uses the explosive cloud a lot, and dash attacks are your friend in this battle.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh wow, it actually got rid of the tornado.
yeah, I think you can get rid of most everything. The explosive clouds, the air shooters. I
didn't
know
really
about
realize
the
it would erase it
twisters.
for you.
Yeah, dash attack actually gets rid of a lot of projectiles in this game, and maybe the next game, I don't really remember.
That's very useful.
However, don't touch those twisters. They are bad news. Town.
Oh yes.
So, in a rare case, I decided to use those Recovery 10 chips because I want to say that I might be able to withstand one more hit. Probably not.
What were you at? Like 190?
I could
Whoa.
just jump backwards and see what I was, but I think I could probably survive a hit because I'm pretty sure I wasn't at 200 HP yet.
Yeah, better safe than
hope-
sorry.
Yeah, most definitely. And jumped the gun because I thought he was going to pop in my line. Instead, he did the ever annoying twister attack, which is kind of random whether he uses one set or two.
His attacks are coming a lot faster than I expected them to for just version 2.
Pretty much all the bosses have attacks that come out really fast. But he's dead, and I didn't actually die against him, which is a surprise. And for getting a rank 4, or any rank for that matter, we get an Airman chip, which is actually, it looks kind of weak because it's the same power as a cannon chip, but there's actually an added effect with this Navi chip, which
Wait,
I
did that
think I'll
say...
be
Was that only 40 power?
Yes,
I
it's
thought that
40 power
was-
for version 1.
I could swear that was more. Oh yeah, yeah, it was only 40. I don't know what I was looking at.
Version 2, I want to say, is 70, and version 3 is 100. I'm almost certain. No,
That
Lan, you
sounds
haven't
about
passed your
right.
test yet. Don't leave yet. We still have. We don't want to be using the walk prog for ourselves.
Air, the
All,
the A code is also pretty useful for this point in the game, isn't it?
yes, it's actually still useful because you most likely will still have cannon chips. No, Mega Man, that's not the correct way.
Could have fooled me. It's a lot better than than Battle Network 1 was, but this internet is still a little confusing.
Hey, there's a wide sword Y. Now all we need is the sword Y, and we'll have a program advance.
Ooh.
Which I wish I could say for the L codes, but I don't think I have those yet. I don't remember past me. And also I see that I'm at 80 health, or 180 HP, so that means I actually would have been able to take one more hit from Airman depending on what he uses, because I'm pretty sure the attack powers are all different.
That's a good point.
And for all that, we get a nice data, because we're a nice guy, I guess. We're goody two-shoes.
It's a darn good thing the other rewards are actually better than gratitude.
Because the last rewards we got were hero data and I don't even remember what the other one was from the Z license. But for our reward, we get another series of 5 endurance battles.
And they already look interesting, thankfully.
Yeah, it's a cluster, all right. Because
We actually have more than one enemy type.
Doesn't stop me from going up and down and all around. But hey, we got rid of most of the viruses.
You just don't like the Buster.
Past me, use the Buster. You can take it out in 5 shots. But I'm just too stubborn because I want to use chips.
Oh well.
For whatever reason.
Oh, reasons, right. There are reasons now. I totally forgot there are reasons.
It almost sounds like you're saying raisins, but
Okay, there aren't raisins, sadly, but...
Yeah, so actually another thing to note is that the dash attack can't do anything about shockwaves, because technically you're in the air, I guess, so yeah. Although there could be some other things I'm not thinking of as far as what they can neutralize, but I want to say they can neutralize the zap rings of those bunny viruses.
Wow, that would... I don't know, that one would really surprise me.
Getting past the zap rings?
Yeah.
Well...
I mean, I guess it shouldn't surprise me, but...
Of course, you can go through the cursor, so there's always that. And that took a little longer than it really should have. Is this... Okay, that's Battle 4.
Oh no, 3 cannons.
Dumbs.
Whatever will we do?
Well, we can one-shot them because we fortunately got a attack plus 10 and a wide sword at the same time. Just use the cannons and then waste as little time as possible, or just do that. But
Past You really does not like the Buster.
no, it doesn't. Probably because I relied on it way too much back then and it was still slow. And here's a very annoying battle, sort of.
Oh boy.
Which we...
Oh, but we got Airman here.
Yeah, unfortunately I don't get to show off the useful technique in this battle. Which I'm a little sad about. And looking at it now, I probably should have just used, what's it called? The Airman chip. Oh, okay. No, I don't do it. Because I just want to get rid of this stupid hardhead virus.
No, I can understand that.
Yeah.
Airman wouldn't have been too useful here.
Okay, stop there. And games. Hooray!
There we go.
We're done with the Z license, or I'm sorry, the B license. And our reward is another Reg 1 up. And for our reward, we get to rest, relax, and
Chod.
Since
Who invited you, Chod?
well, I can probably make one guess as to why he was invited, but it doesn't really explain anything because I would want to say that either Yai or Mail managed to convince him, but it's like I'm pretty sure they wouldn't necessarily go out of their way to flirt with him. I don't know.
Maybe he just happened to be on business in some foreign country and that's where Yai was.
Probably. I mean, I would have had another idea as to how he would have known about our little thing. Also, notice that was a spreader O. The same spreader O that's in the shop, not too far off.
Well, sell what you got, I guess.
Okay,
It's
so
kind of
now
cheap,
we
but
get to demonstrate the Airman chip. If the Flappy Virus will cooperate.
someday it'll
So,
cooperate.
Airman attacks all rows. Notice how the Flappy Virus just got utterly destroyed. That's because Airman summons the tornadoes on the first column, or the column ahead of him from where you summon him. It hits twice.
Mm-hmm. So he can
So-
do 80 damage in the road directly in front of you. Or
Mhm.
100 if you got plus 10.
Yeah. Or if you have the version 3, you can do 200 or more, which can pretty much kill the Sortie 3 viruses in one hit.
And they, the Sorry 3 viruses like the front row, don't they?
Yeah. Especially since they also still have area steal.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Well, that guy's making good use of his walk program.
Mm-hmm. You know who could use a walk program?
Who could-
Airman, and pretty much every Navi. Or, well, I was mostly referring in the Classic series because a lot of them don't actually walk.
Oh yeah, they just kind of
jump
hop around.
Or hop. Or teleport.
That kind of reminds me of that Mega Man Day in the Limelight fan game where you played as the robot masters from Mega Man 1, and there was, I think, Guts Man could not walk.
Oh yeah, he
You
can't
just had
walk. You
to
actually have to jump.
The only way to move was hop, hop, hop.
Yeah, and the unfortunate thing about, and I want to return to that first one, but the problem is, and I probably mentioned it before, is that game crashes in newer computers. Or
Oh.
something.
Oh well.
Because I think I've tried to record stuff for that, and it's like, no, it's just not happening. So,
I tried to play it
now-
once, but there was just a few too many of the gimmicks relied on waiting, for my taste.
Yeah. Fireman and Airman stage, no thank you.
Yeah, Heatman stage especially, that was by far the worst offender.
Actually, yeah, that one was pretty bad too. Okay, so anyway, we got the B license. So the thing we can do now, instead of going to bed and progressing plot, is we can take on a couple of requests that are on the job board. This first one, we just have to find this girl's sister who wandered off and apparently knows how to take the metro line, which actually it's easier said than done because kids get all day, all the way free passes. But this is actually it's a really easy request because she's just in the corner and she's a big girl now. So,
I'd
yeah.
say so. She knows what she's doing.
But yeah, I love the fact that they have these side quests in these Battle Network games. They didn't have
Yeah,
them
I
in the
like them too.
first. They have them in this game. They have them in 3. They unfortunately do not have them in 4 and 5, which can sort of maybe make sense as to why. They return in 6.
Yeah, kind of think of
don't-
it, they aren't in 5.
No, they're not.
I never
And-
noticed that.
Yeah, but anyway, so we completed that one, and we got, I think it was a reg up or something. I don't even remember. But now we have this request, which scarred me as a kid. And the reason for that is because I did not understand this request at all.
Okay.
Well, I'll elaborate in a minute. So this guy, he is actually a I can't even think, official net battler, but he can't take the job because it'll tip off the viruses. Delete a Navi, it is in density and spreading viruses everywhere. So
Oh no. Yeah.
it's a little safe, I think, because I don't.
Viruses are dangerous.
So this time I remember, and I don't remember if I showed it last time. I know to jack into here because it's a shortcut to where the culprit is. So the first time I played this, I never completed the quest because I didn't know who the culprit was because I didn't really get much of a idea. But in truth, he's right here.
Okay then.
It's not very far. So you want to know who I actually thought the culprit was?
Wait, who did you think it was?
I thought it was the Airman Ghost. Yes.
That would have been actually kind of a clever sort of thing, now that I think about it.
Yeah, and that's probably why it was scarring, because the Airman 2 Ghost was unbelievably difficult. Also, we fought the Meteor Virus, who I kind of didn't even look to see what its name was. But the thing about them is,
I believe.
Metfire or whatever. Basically, the gimmick with him, pardon me, the gimmick with him is he teleports randomly around the arena, and eventually he'll stop and summon meteors while kind of ducking in a cloak or whatever. But one thing to note is if there is terrain around the on their side of the field, they will go out of their way to duck and cover so that they can't be hit, unless you have like spreader, bubbler, whatever chips. But even then,
they'll hide behind they'll hide behind anything they can, even another enemy.
Pretty much. That's usually what ends up happening. But in some cases, I want to say that they've not hidden when there's an obstacle to hide behind, but I could be wrong. Meanwhile, in the net of the net, this writing. My God, 4chan, what is this?
People of Electopia, tomorrow you will see Guston, and apparently, apparently their ellipses tick has rubbed off on their writing and on Chod.
My God,
Proto Man.
Is this writing from the legendary Gok Gok?
It's spreading.